How's it going, tubers? Jimbabwe here with a review of the Star Wars Black Series Sabine Wren figure from Star Wars Rebels. Right off the bat, you get a good view of the figure from the box. You can see her accessories. Comes with her helmet, her little spray paint device, and 2 blaster pistols. You look at the side, you got a nice little side panel with a more artistic kind of paint job going on with what she would look like. On the back, you get a little closer up view of that, and then you get a little synopsis here. Sabine Wren was a Mandalorian warrior, explosives expert, and talented graffiti artist, qualities that came in handy as one of the first to rebel against the Empire. Then you have that again in several different languages. You can see she is number 6 of the Star Wars Rebels line. You have a bunch of attention and warning choking hazard stuff on the bottom. On the side, bottom has a little barcode and more little jibber jabber. So let's open this up and get a good look at her, shall we? Alright, so here she is, fresh out of the box. All in all, she looks really good. I love the paint jobs on her armor and stuff, you know, the little spray paint speckles on her boots and her gloves. She's got a good print for her hair. We're going to get in a little closer and see some of the prints a lot better and up close. And you'll be able to see that her guns even have printing on them too, which is pretty cool. So here we are a little closer. You can see she has some nice printing on her breastplate. She's got the Rebel logo on there. Pretty good detail. It is a little lopsided though. Probably poor application for my figure. She got the checkered pattern on this shoulder pad, and then this little animal kind of look on this shoulder pad. Printing on the hair looks pretty good. Her head does move pretty well. It's on kind of a swivel there, and then a little hinge joint to go up and down. She can get pretty good motion up. Not as high up, but because of her hair, kind of gets in the way, so it can't go up too high, but she can look down pretty good. Her shoulders move up really high. These panels are malleable, so that way they don't get in the way too much, and then when you put them back, they kind of fold back into shape. She has a little bit of elbow articulation to swing in and out, and then obviously to open up all the way and then close. That's as tight as you can get it. Her hands are different on each side. They both, though, do have a little swivel here and there. But this one tilts up and down like so, whereas in the other one, tilts in and out. So that's a little different. Her hips can come out a little bit, not a whole lot. She does have a little bit of a rotation here. It doesn't look the best though because of, you know, the size difference when you turn it sideways. Her legs can go forward quite a bit. Like, that's pretty good. She has double pin knees, so she can get pretty darn close. Look at that. Her feet can move in and out like that, and they are on a little bit of a swivel here, so you can kind of turn them. Printing down here is pretty good. You can see her knee pads have some good like metal paint chipping detail, and then you got the speckled spray paint on her shin guards and her boots. Those are pretty cool. Painting on the pants is nice. Lines up really well. On the back you can see some back printing here for her vest. That's pretty cool. More on the pants, and then even back printing on the boots and the shin guards. Alright, let's get out the accessories so you can get a closer look at those and see the paint job on those. Alright, so here are her 2 blaster pistols and her little paint spray paint little device, right? The device itself doesn't have any printing, it's all one molded color, but the pistols have a little bit of silver metallic kind of airbrushing going on to look like scratch marks and whatnot. And that's on both sides, and it's on the bottom and the top. So you're getting a lot of detail in these little pistols. The mold is really nice on them, and they fit really well in the holsters, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now, unfortunately for me, the helmet that came with this figure is a little lopsided and messed up. You can kind of see how this side doesn't really, you know, match up with this side. You can come over here and look at this cutout here versus the other side. It's not really that much of a cutout, right? Look underneath, you can see it's kind of bent in more here. Hopefully, over time, if maybe sitting on the figure's face, it might bend out, but we'll have to wait and see. Her rangefinder works. That comes down right in front of the visor. Pretty cool. Go back up. The print is all right, but you know, because of how this helmet was molded and my particular figure, it just, the print doesn't do it justice, you know? You can see even on the back, look at that. That's not good, you know? I think they need a little better quality control over there at Hasbro. Let's put this on the figure so you can see the whole look. Alright, so here's how Sabine Wren's figure looks with the helmet on. It makes the helmet look a little bit better. It's not as noticeable until you get around the back, then you'll start to see, yeah, there's that. And that little, you know, non-symmetrical line going down the back. But it looks good from the front. Pistols in the hands, she holds the pistols pretty well. They're a little loose, but they hold in pretty tight. Now I'm going to show you how they fit in the holster. Got a little spray paint thing in there. These holsters are nice. Alright. So you just slide it in there, it goes down, and then the barrels stick out the bottom. They got a little hole slot in there for it. That is really cool. So we'll put both of her pistols in her holsters. They both are like, oh my gosh, they fit like a glove. Like, obviously they're made for the pistols. They just look really good in those holsters. Alright, I'm going to take a few snapshots of this so you can see some other poses with her. And that about covers it for the Sabine Wren figure.